After Bitcoin crashed exactly from our resistance by 11%, right now we are pumping exactly from our support. What's going to happen next? You will find out in this video. Ho 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 and hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Simon from Micro to Paradise and I welcome you into this final pre-Christmas Bitcoin and crypto market analysis video. This is the final video of this year. I will make sure during this video that I will make you prepared for what's coming during the holidays. We will still be trading with ParadiseTeam VIPs and we will be active in our free Telegram channels during the holidays, but we will take a break from YouTube. So this is the last video and right now let's analyze what's gonna happen next with the highest probability again. So 2 days ago, you remember I have been telling you this is the most probable scenario that is going to happen, right? When Bitcoin was trading right here at around $100,000, I told you with the highest probability we will retest our key support zone and then we will continue into the upside and we will keep trading on within our consolidation zone. So that's exactly what happened, ladies and gentlemen. We really crashed towards our key support zone. As you can see, we have recovered very well exactly from this demand and right now we are trying to get back above this moving average trend line and this middle pivot level that is working like a support or resistance inside of our consolidation zone, that is this one, right? Between key support zone and this major supply zone at around $109,000. With this knowledge, because we understood that there is the bearish divergence, right? You remember I have been telling you as the price is climbing to the upside we are being careful because the momentum is decreasing. We also got this bearish crosses right here. We also saw that there is distribution going on from a major players in the market. That is why our trading strategy inside of a ParadiseTeam VIP allowed us to create a very nice, beautiful risk to reward short position right here at our major supply zone. And as you can see, just yesterday we have closed it fully, absolutely fully. So you can see that we have been waiting for the confirmation that we are turning the previous support into resistance. We have opened a short hedge position around $105,000 and just yesterday exactly at the bottom at $92,500 we have closed it for 11% profit with 2x leverage and our position size channel strategy that is around 50% profit for us in ParadiseTeam VIP. As you can see, afterwards, after we have took our profits, the Bitcoin started to pump exactly from our key support zone right here. We have had some sell targets a little bit lower, but the reason why we have closed our short position earlier was because we have actually seen that some whales are already starting to accumulate and starting to put some buy limit orders. Some big buy walls were forming exactly at our key support zone, and that was also the reason that after we have closed our short positions fully, we have started to accumulate Bitcoin back with this Bitcoin swing long signal. As you can see, at the moment we are already pumped for around 6% profit without any leverage, ladies and gentlemen. So we have caught it at the bottom nicely, but the question is what's gonna happen right now? Can we actually reclaim this moving average trend line, this pivot point right here, and continue inside of our consolidation zone higher towards $109,000? Again, for that we need to go a little bit deeper. So we will take a look at lower time frame price action on Bitcoin and we will also analyze other indexes on crypto market and some insider data. So keep watching because that will help us to understand what's gonna happen next with the highest probability. Right now we can say from the daily time frame chart right here, say that the highest probability seems to be that we will continue to trade within this consolidation zone, and after this consolidation zone is finished we will start dumping towards our major demand zone. I have been describing to you the reasons why this is the highest probability and much higher probability than starting to break above this major supply zone and starting to go higher just like that without a bigger correction. So if you have not watched the previous videos, make sure you watch it to understand the dynamics of this reasoning. But for now it seems like for a few more weeks we will consolidate right here, and until we can reclaim this key support zone and turn it into a resistance we will be consolidating, and after this is broken and reclaimed we will be targeting major demand zone at around $77,000. So ladies and gentlemen, right now because we are day traders, we are also interested into lower time frame price action, right? So we will go through 4-hour time frame and analyze that as well. But it's important to say that during this consolidation, much more aggressively with a higher position size, we will be treating the short signals. So we will be shorting resistances with a more position size and more aggressively than buying the supports. Yeah, so right now this actually should be turned into a red color because this is right now, this pivot point is acting resistance zone, okay, weaker resistance zone, just a minor one, and this is the major, right? And once we can reclaim this resistance, it will again act as a support, and then basically any scalp trade or day trade will be using this pivot point for placing stop losses. For example, right now we can see that we are a little bit struggling on a lower time frame perspective with this resistance. So some aggressive shorters, if it's in your trading strategy, you can actually place stop loss right above this level, and you can understand that this is the safest place you can put it. The same way, once this is reclaimed and working as a support, again you just place stop loss slightly below that, right? And you can understand, okay, if it's gonna go broken, it will actually continue further, right? So this is a great level to be playing with. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's turn to 4-hour time frame right here. You remember this ascending trending channel very well from the previous video. I have been telling you also that with the higher probability we will start breaking that to the downside, because we also understood the dynamics from the daily time frame. So the lower time frames are gonna be with a higher probability for a short trade. We have also discussed how to trade these ascending channels, right? If you are in our MCP free school, you know exactly what kind of confirmations on the lower time frames, like 15 minutes, 1 hour, you are waiting to trade these professionally, where to place stop loss, where to place sell targets. And as you can see, at the moment we have almost reached the sell target of this ascending channel breakout. Okay, we have recovered slightly above this target that was around $90,000 to $91,000. So until we are able to reclaim back this resistance into a support, I will turn this red as well because right now it's acting as a resistance. Previously it was acting as a support, right? So until we can reclaim back this resistance, this ascending channel trend line, which is also acting as a resistance right now, previously it was support, and also this moving average trend line that is also acting like a resistance. You can see lots of confluences here, right? Not only the resistance Fibonacci line right here, also the trend line like this from the ascending channel, and also the moving average trend line, right? So this is kinda tough nut to crack. So there is also, if we are not able with a nice volume to reclaim this kinda quickly and start getting back inside of our ascending channel, there is a possibility that we might have one final low, ladies and gentlemen, and we can really test this support zone. It doesn't seem to be with a high probability because we just don't see any bearish divergences just yet, but we also don't see any bullish divergences just yet, not even the hidden ones, right? Right here on a 4-hour time frame we are having a start of a bullish cross, so that's positive. But for confirmations we go even deeper and we take a look at even lower time frame, and we are right now on a 1-hour time frame on Bitcoin, and we can actually time our entries and trade signals thanks to this time frame, thanks to understanding the dynamics from the lower time frame much better. So what do you see right now? Well, if you ask me, I'm seeing that this downtrend trend line is being broken and retested right now, and I also see inverted head and shoulders pattern. Do you see that as well? Take a look at this. So basically this is our neckline, right now working as a resistance, and we are forming two shoulders, one left shoulder right here, right shoulder, and this is our head, right? A very nice smiley face. And if you are in our MCP School free, you know this pattern very well, right? And you also know how to trade it. So we are waiting for the breakout of the neckline, reclaim of the neckline, into changing that from resistance into support by reclaiming that, right? You break and retest, that's how you reclaim it, and then you can create a very nice nice high probability trade setup. And the target, you just calculate the depth of the head and the neckline. And as you can see right here, the other confirmations for the inverted head and shoulders patterns is breaking of the trend line and also having this kind of retest of it. And we have exactly that, right? So we are just right now waiting for reclaiming this resistance, turning it into support, and then we can create a nice lower time frame long trade on Bitcoin, right? And the target is the depth of the head, all right? We just put our counting tool towards the neckline, and if this is going to be the breakout point, we can actually target right here $102,000 approximately. And as you can see, it's also working very nicely with the previous price action right here. It was acting already as a resistance, and also right here it was acting as a support. Can you see this? So a very nice level. Definitely we will be taking some profits out of the table from the trade we have took with our trading strategy in ParadiseTeam VIP that we have created right here, right? But this will be a very nice confirmations that we will be able to get even more aggressive into some long positions taken. So probably we will start taking a look at more altcoins, etc. You just need to strategically think like a proper trader, but we first need to wait for the confirmations as always, right? So there is also a confluence with this moving average trend line, this orange line as you can see right here, and this neckline, and it's also a Fibonacci retracement level. So breakout and retest, that's what we're waiting for, and then we are able to create a very nice long positions with a high probability, and that's what you need for a long-term profitability. You just need to execute the highest probability trades, ladies and gentlemen, with tight stop loss as possible and wide sell targets as possible, right? So some kind of example of a nice trade would be that you would wait for the confirmation and then you can place a very nice stop loss. So if you are about to approach it more aggressively, you can just place it below this previous wick. If you want to be a little bit more safe, you can place it below this previous wick of the right shoulder from this head and shoulders inverted pattern, right? Nevertheless, the first target will be around $102,000. So still you have, even if you play it very safe, you have 2.7% versus 4.7% profit. So that is very nice. And if you are playing it aggressively, you have around 2% versus around 5% profit. So very nice risk to reward trade, ladies and gentlemen. And that's exactly what you need to be taking, right? But first, wait for the confirmation and then we can get a little bit more aggressive. So another confirmation would be some nice bullish divergence, right? So if we are about to go a little bit lower, retest this trend line one more time, I will be taking a look at the histogram of this MACD oscillator right here. And what would be very nice is that we would actually not go below this low, but the momentum would increase its power below this previous low right here, and it would create a very nice bullish divergence, and it would be a nice confirmation that we can create a new trade from here, add to our position sizing, etc. So it's all about tacticization, ladies and gentlemen, alright? Professional trading is just about monitoring the market, counting the probabilities, and tactically, strategically approach the situation professionally. Right now, however, let's take a look and understand even more the dynamics from the index others dominance. So ladies and gentlemen, you remember previous video I have been sharing with you the Elliott wave theory, right? And we have been talking about that with the highest probability we will test this low and then we will start to go to the upside. So this is basically the A, B that is being formed from three ways, A, B, C, and I told you with the highest probability C wave will end up right here and we will start the third wave, the impulsive movement basically. And what's happened? Exactly that, right? A, B, C. C finished exactly at our 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level and we started to go to the upside with this nice powerful green candle. Right now what's going to be important is to sustain this previous resistance into a support, so we should be holding above this level. That's very important for us, ladies and gentlemen. Right now this will be acting as a support. Okay, we have been picking some long trades right here with ParadiseTeam VIPs because that was the most strategic position to do so, but we have moved stop loss to break even to most of them already just to play it safe. What we are waiting right now for confirmations is that we will be able to reclaim this level of 0.618 Fibonacci retracement at around 10% and turn it into a support. Okay, so we are waiting for for the daily candle close, which is closing in around 8 hours to close above this, all right? And then we are waiting for some impulsive candle, some impulsive movement, all right? So that will mean, all right, bulls are really securing this place, and this is going to be very nicely playing into our cards that the Elliott wave theory might continue. And you already know that the third C wave, if I shift to a weekly time frame, I mean the higher time frame C wave will finish around 14.20%, right? So basically right now we have finished the A wave, you already know about it. Probably we finished the B wave, right? And if you are very good in Elliott wave theory, we are right now, if we can sustain this as a support starting the C wave, that should probably end up right here at 14.20%. That's the highest probability thing. Then we will have a little correction that will again happen in ABC movement, exactly as it happened right here on a lower time frame. It was in ABC, right? Let me shift to daily time frame again, so you can see ABC, right? Probably we have finished the B wave already. So the D wave on a higher time frame will also end up happening on a medium time frame to lower time frame in 3 waves, ABC, and then we will continue higher towards our 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level, and that will be very bullish for altcoins. So who is not aware of what others dominance is, it's basically the index of crypto total market cap excluding top 10 coins. So this is a nice index of how you can understand much better what's gonna with the highest probability happen with the altcoins in general. Once you understand this index, you can much more accurately approach your altcoin signals. Yeah, you can much better understand the individual coins, what's they gonna do. So firstly, you analyze the index, you understand the direction. Right now it seems like this is the best time to start buying, right? And then you take a look at the individual altcoins which will be outperforming the index, and this is how we are able to just always choose the best altcoins in the market, right? Because we just understand and take a look at the stuff most of the other traders are not looking at. One of the things is also the funding rates, all right? But it's not just about looking at the funding rates. I see loads of people taking a look at the funding rates, but they don't really understand it. So right now what's important to look at is OKX exchange, Binance exchange, and Bybit exchange. That's the highest volume exchanges, ladies and gentlemen. So most important in terms of watching what's the funding rates are doing on these exchanges. So basically when the funding rates are neutral, there is not much contracts on futures market being opened. When there is loads of negative funding rates, that means there is loads of short positions opened, and with the higher probability we can have a short squeeze. And when it is too positive, like on BitGet for example, there is a higher probability that we can have a long squeeze because there is loads of over leveraged long positions, and you know that the market makers, they are hunting these stop losses because very often they are working with these exchanges and they want you to get liquidated. That is why safe trading and risk management is extremely important, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So at the moment we can see Binance kinda neutral, Bybit kinda negative, OKX kinda neutral to negative on some altcoins, which is great. Most importantly right now at the current market situation is that we don't have too much over leveraged long positions on the altcoins, which is amazing. We can see also even some short positions, over leveraged short positions going on. So this is very good time to be long in and buying, not selling, not panic selling like everybody else, okay? At the same time we are analyzing what is happening with the sentiment on social media. As you can see, we are extremely bearish, ladies and gentlemen. We are in extreme fear. We have bottomed with this kind of bearish sentiment right here when the price of Bitcoin was at $55,000. We have bottomed right here during July as well when the sentiment was right here at this level, and just many times this is the complete low. It didn't go lower than that, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see that? Yeah, so here was the low, here was the low, here was the low. Like this year basically we never went below it, okay? So what does it tell us? All of that what we have analyzed is just pointing for us that shorts on a bigger time frame are a big no-no, right? on a lower time frame inside of this consolidation zone, a short positions might be a great thing to do as long as you know what you are doing, right? And as long as you know where to take profits, right? The altcoin perspective, however, this is a great time to be accumulating, not to be panic selling or shorting. And as we wait for the confirmations and we get more and more confirmations, you just increase your portfolio exposure and you go more and more aggressive. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this helped you to go through the holidays. Please smash the like button if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe so the algorithm can notify you when there is going to be a new video in the next year. I wish you Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I will see you in free Telegram channels, and until then, cheers.